They're behind us. Okay.
Okay.
You figured it out?
Turn off motion controls. Navigate, but I mean, I can do it. Perfect size for that thing.
Is for all of your moves and all that?
For like animation and stuff, which I'm trying to do. It's just being a pain in my ass.
And the animation, you basically move it like claymation while you record it? Nice.
It's more flowy though, so it's not like stop motion. You can make it like stop motion if you really want to though.
Yeah, I mean, that's if you were like to do Celebrity Deathmatch again or something like that. The claymation was fucking awesome. I love that fucking show.
I love stop motion.
And that was half the art, is just to see how smooth they could make it without it stuttering or...
Let's see if that did it.
Imagine how many fucking frames they went through just to make it smooth.
Oh my goodness, we're getting somewhere. Thank God.
Oh, you're on the right-hand side. If he was on the right-hand side, I could have killed him in that beam.
Why do you do that when I'm trying to animate?
I've seen it done before.
Thank you. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Huh, we haven't arrived at it. What, already? What the fuck balls? Oh, it's the same dude we killed in the last match. That's why he's so pissed. You're lagging like a motherfucker. Holy shit. Yeah, Octane's not on the roof with me anymore. Oh, there he is. Oh, that was an Octane. You see that.
Why does it do that?
There you go. Too bad he's a caustic. They're behind you.
Do 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 do. So if I do that, that's starting to go somewhere. Awesome. Now do it again. I can rotate that, I guess.
Okay. What? I like how you can make the double jump even higher.
Damn it.
There's a cargo bot over here. There's a body shield up here. I have a wingman and Havoc. There's an alternator here. I have a flatline now. Hell yeah. I got the Ranger scope and I have the freaking the HCOG Bruiser. Oh, there's a cargo bot down over here. There's a Sam Mag here. Eva 8. Shit, the ring is right there. She's here. I got a special thing for that. The longbow. That's really tough.
Now, get your ass out of sculpt mode.
Triple take over here.
Why do you keep doing that?
That flatline freaking hop. We definitely need that. Sniper top for you. That's for you. You got a sniper, don't you? Oh, shit. Okay. It looks like he did too.
We're gonna have to learn how to use those, like... Actually, let me test something out.
Dropping in. Sound like somebody was dropping in with the tower jump.
Now, how do I rotate it? Thank you. Movers and outputs.
Oh, mother of yes. There's a flat line up here. Actually, there's two flat lines up here. Oh. Really can make that point.
Stop, please. Stop, please. Stop, please.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh man, I didn't have this hop on us. I got his thing. I'm watching this back.
Damn. Coat style and effects.
God damn it.
Sculpting, connectors, and physics. Ah! We haven't even done the entire gameplay section. Emitters. Controller sensor. We haven't done any of this. And I guess we can put this back on. Even though it's gonna drive me nuts. Look at that, it's already drifting. Good job.
This tutorial is all about connectors. Something Cuthbert hasn't quite got the hang of. Connectors join objects together in a way that lets them move. We're going to use them to help Connie get to Cuthbert. First things first, though, we need to be precise when moving connectors. So let's turn on the grid snap guide. That way, everything will line up properly. So, Go to the assembly menu and open the guides section.
All of my dailies done except for one.
Now select the grid icon with the X button. Now that grid snap is on, any objects you move and tools you use will snap in line with the grid in the scene.
That's amazing. That's gonna be so much easier.
You can adjust how fine the grid is using the plus and minus icons on the button. But for this tutorial, it's best if you leave the grid size at 1. Now, let's see how we can make our way to Cuthbert. The best way to find out what needs to be connected is to play the scene and see for ourselves. But instead of switching over to play mode, we can start time in edit mode by clicking R3. Aha! Well, this is odd. The bridge has fallen down, but the second platform is still floating in place. Why is one object floating while the other is falling? Click L3 to rewind time. Let's check the bridge's tweak menu. Remember, tweak menus allow us to see and change the settings for objects in edit mode. Hover your imp over the bridge, hold L1 and press the square button to open its tweak menu.
Random and I forgot.
Tweak menus differ depending on what sort of object you're tweaking. The bridge is a sculpture. Sculptures are pretty complex things, and their tweak menus have lots of pages. To switch pages, use your imp to select the different tabs at the top. Maybe we'll find something on the physical properties page to tell us why the bridge is falling down. Its icon is a Newton's cradle, like one of those desk ornaments where the metal balls bash into each other. Select it with X. This page contains the sculpture's physical properties and attributes.
Okay.
There are lots of buttons and sliders here, but the one we're interested in is the top one. Aha! I thought so. Someone's gone and switched on the movable option. Okay, I admit it. It was me. Well, it wouldn't be much of an adventure if Connie could just stroll across the bridge, would it? Making something movable means it becomes physical. That means that forces in the scene, like collisions, the imp, or in this case gravity, can move it. Luckily, we can stop the bridge from falling down by adding a connector to it, which is exactly what we'll do in the next step, once you're ready to move on.
Okay.
So, all we need to keep the bridge from falling is a piece of string. Not just any piece of string, though. It's what we in the dream shaping business call a string connector. We'll need to attach the other end to something unmovable, like the blue cylinder above the bridge. Start by moving your imp with the left and right sticks, until you can see the top of the bridge and the bottom of the blue cylinder. Make sure time is rewound. Click L3 if it isn't. Now open the assembly menu and select the 3 connected squares to open the gadgets menu. Look for the button with the joint icon, which will take you to the connectors sub-menu. You can move the menu with your imp by grabbing it with R2. Select the string button. Its icon is the 2 circles connected by a wavy line. You'll see that a string connector appears on the tip of your imp. Now let's get connecting. You should always make the first connection from the object that won't move. We call this the parent object. In this case, it's the blue cylinder, but it could be something else, like the frame of a door. See the yellow dot on the cylinder? I'd put that there to show the best place for a connection. So hover over it and press R2 or X to connect the string.
Nice.
The grid snap
Spider-Man
will help you line it up exactly with the yellow spot. When you move your imp now, you'll notice it's tethered to the cylinder. It also has a blue gizmo on the end of it.
Freak everyone out.
Now let's stretch that string down to the bridge, all the way to the blue dot. The blue gizmo connects the string to the movable object, which we call the child object. Hover over the blue dot. See how the grid snaps it into line? Let's connect the string there with R2 to unequip it. It looks a bit wobbly, but it's nothing Connie can't handle.
This just makes things more fun and easy.
When you can get
Oh, you
Connie
can't
across
see the
bridge
string
to the
too. That's
second
awesome.
platform,
It looks like it's just
return to
floating
edit
there.
mode and rewind time with L3. Time to get Connie over to the third platform. So,
It's already on
the small
screen
pink
when you
platform
do
and the
tutorials.
blue step aren't much use to her right now.
If you don't want it there,
But
just
if we
click
make the
minus.
platform move
If you want it
backwards
back,
and forwards,
or if you want it full
she
screen,
can hop onto it and cross over. To do that,
backwards
we'll
10
need
seconds.
a connector called a piston. Go to the assembly menu, then the gadgets menu.
What's the difference between the art of
You'll
trains
find the
and
piston in the connector
I don't
section.
know.
It's somewhere near the middle and looks like, well, a piston. Now that it's equipped on your imp, you can start connecting. First, press R2 or X to join it to the blue step, which is unmovable, so it's the parent object. I've put a yellow dot on it to show you the best place for the dot, then press R2 or it will become movable. Click R3 to the platform back and forth. Click R3 to test the connector. That's more like it. The piston is now moving the platform back and forth. Rewind time with L3. Now Connie might not be too happy if we make her jump on that. So let's calm the piston down a bit. First, open the piston's tweak menu. Hover anywhere over it, hold L1 and press square. If the tweak menu blocks your view of the piston, you can grab it and move it with R2. This white gizmo shows the maximum length and speed of the piston. You can change the speed by adjusting the slider with the clock icon. That's the cycles per minute. Grab the slider by holding X over it with your imp and reduce the value. The further to the left you move, the faster the number will change. It doesn't need to be exact. Somewhere around 15 should do it. But if you want to get a more precise number, you can adjust the slider with the up and down directional buttons instead. Notice how it's slowed down now. Click R3 to see it moving the platform. When you're happy with the speed, close the tweak menu with the close button or use L1 and circle. Then rewind time with L3. Time to switch over to play mode and test out the scene so far. Make sure the platform isn't moving too fast for Connie to jump on. You can always go back to edit mode and tweak the piston until you're happy with it. Once Connie has made it all the way across, rewind time in edit mode and move on to the next step.
That's not how it's supposed to work. Why are you doing that? Why are you still spinning? Ah! This tutorial went to shit. Why are you doing that? Oh, I need to restart the whole entire thing, man.
Time to get Connie over to the third platform. So, the small pink platform and the blue step aren't much use to her right now.
Oh.
But if we make the platform move backwards and forwards, she can hop onto it and cross over. To do that, we'll need a connector called a piston. Go to the assembly menu, then the gadgets menu.
Can I just
You'll
skip
find the
this?
piston in the connector section. It's somewhere near the middle and looks like, well, a piston. Now that it's equipped on your imp, you can start connecting. First, press R2 or X to join it to the blue step, which is unmovable, so it's the parent object. I've put a yellow dot on it to show you the best place to connect it. Next, connect the blue end to the child object, which is the floating platform. See how grid snap keeps the connector perfectly straight? Hover over the blue dot, then press R2 or X. Remember, the child object is the part that needs to be able to move. So when you join a connector to its child, that object will automatically become movable. When you've placed the piston, press circle to unequip it. Click R3 to test the connector. That's more like it. The piston is now moving the platform back and forth.
Wait a minute, you tell me.
L3. Now Connie might not be one at the up. So, all we need to keep the bridge from... Time to get Connie over to the third platform. So, the small pink... Alright, there's just one widget to connect to this with the string new moving... The blue dot. Probably noting how it'll turn the pivot to get the plank moving correctly. Plank. L2, it's up exactly. The child object, in this case, if you've done it correctly. Tutorial. Oh, what's Barrett look? It with the new moving. The blue dot. Probably noticed how it all works. First, select it with X. And look at that. 3 handles have appeared. 2 pale yellow ones and a longer pale blue one. The yellow ones set the range of movement, which is represented by the transparent arc between them. We need to move one of these yellow handles so it's just a little bit left of vertical. It should look like an 11 o'clock position. Now move the other yellow handle to a 3 o'clock position. If your handle doesn't line up exactly, just plank. In the play mode, working correctly, Connie should be able to reach Cuthbert. And if you feel like experimenting, you can try out some other connector types. See what you can...
Get connected. Okay. Seems simple enough. What about the other one? Oh, that was all of them? Imp gameplay. Imp gameplay isn't really what I'm going for. Emitters. What are emitters? Oh my god! There's a lot of tutorials for this. What is this?
Are all about making something appear from nothing, as if by magic.
Whoa. Okay. Why does my thing still say BRB? Hang on, I need to fix that. I just noticed it said BRB this whole time. Give me a second, give me a second, give me one little second. There we go, now it's fixed.
One of the simplest ways to use an emitter is to launch a projectile, which is exactly what Connie needs to hit this target.
Okay.
Next to Connie, there's a button with a trigger zone gadget on it. We're going to set up an emitter to launch the orange at the target, then use this trigger zone to activate it. Let's start by getting an emitter gadget from the Gadgets menu. Go to the assembly. Select the emitter with X, but don't stamp it just yet. We're going to attach the emitter to this fruit launcher using Surface Snap.
Okay.
To Surface Snap gadgets,
that's all I'm going to be saying this whole time is
holding a gadget. Keep L1 held, then hover over the base of the fruit launcher, or X to attach. Drop the gadget.
Okay.
That can be emitted in a variety of ways. Move the tweak menu to the side so you can still see the emitter gadget. When the tweak menu is open, a positional gizmo will be visible on the emitter.
Okay.
This is where the object will emit from. So let's give it something to emit. In the tweak menu, look for the button with the crosshair icon. This button is used to pick something in the scene to be the reference object for the emitter. Hover over the button, then press X. The button will start flashing.
Oh, I see.
Now the tip of your imp will be tethered to the button by a dashed line. When you
why
hover
can't I
over
fast
an
forward?
object that can be emitted, the line will change colour. Note that most of the objects in this scene have been frozen and can't be emitted.
Okay.
Hover over the orange, then press X to connect it to the emitter. This flashing orange is a copy of the one we just linked to the tweak menu. The original is still in the scene, but it's been hidden. I'll show you how to unhide it later.
Need to shoot it.
The positional gizmo has moved to the center of the orange, and an arrow gizmo has appeared. The arrow shows the direction of the emitted object. Grab the arrow gizmo with R2 and move it so that it's pointing at the target.
Cheat.
Angle the arrow upwards slightly so that the orange doesn't collide with the edge of the launcher.
Perfect.
Use the grab cam, R1, to check the gizmo's position from different angles. Click L3 to rewind time. I'll show you how to give it some oomph in the next step.
Ah. Okay.
To make the emitted oranges travel farther, we need to increase the emit speed. Find the slider with the speedometer icon. Move
Yeah,
the
that
slider
sums
with
it up.
X to adjust the value.
Bullseye. Bullseye.
If you set the speed to 0, the object will just appear at the positional gizmo. This is useful for spawning enemies or emitting static scenery objects. It's not much use for a projectile though, so bump up the speed to around 10 meters per second. Now click R3 to start time. That's more like it. Use the arrow gizmo to aim the orange at the bullseye. Once it's on target,
Why is this orange so
click
weird
L3
though?
to rewind time. Now the emitter is on target.
There we go. It was hitting the side of the thing.
Find the option called Emit Mode. There's two options here, once and continuous. At the moment,
No, I want to keep
the
shooting
emitter is
oranges.
continuously emitting oranges at 1 second intervals. The time between the emissions can be changed
What if I do
using the
this?
slider. But if we change the emit mode to once, only one orange will be emitted each time the emitter is activated. Click R3 again, and this time only one orange is emitted. Click L3 to rewind time and close the tweak menu. Then start the next step when you're ready.
I want to just rapid fire it. How do I rapid fire? I want to just shoot oranges at light speed. Can I just keep it like this, lady? I don't even need this for my story. I don't even need it. Maybe later, but right now I don't. Right now I need to focus on like cameras and stuff. Yes.
Howdy, partner. Cuthbert's always wanted to be a star, so I've cast him and Connie in a drama set in the wild west of the Dreamiverse.
Ah.
This scene needs a director, and I thought you would be the perfect person for the job. We're going to use cameras and text gadgets to tell the story of how Deputy Connie apprehended Cuthbert the candy thief. But you
I
won't
like
get far
this.
without a camera, so I'll better show you where to get one. Open the assembly menu with the square button, then select Gadgets. Close any open sub-menus with circle, then open the cameras and lighting section.
Cameras and lighting. Finally.
Find the camera.
I've been waiting for this one.
The icon is an old-fashioned movie camera.
Yeah. It's right here.
Select it
I
with
want to put it
X.
right there. I want to put it on his head.
This camera is going to capture
Okay,
our opening
put it on his
shot.
head.
See how the gadget has a little camera gizmo attached to it? Point it roughly at Connie, then stamp one with R2 or X. Once you've stamped one, unequip the gadget by pressing circle.
Okay.
The transition type settings let you change how cameras activate. By choosing different curves
smooth,
and adjusting the transition time slider, you can blend cameras together. But for a dramatic scene like this one, we'll be using the cut transition. It's the button with the scissors icon.
Ooh.
Below the transitions is the field of view slider. The wider the field of view, the more you'll be able to see with the camera. You can leave it set to its default value for now, but you might want to make adjustments later. Finally, we're going to turn on black bars.
Yeah, we're gonna make it more cinematic.
This will put a letterbox on the camera.
Oh, this is gonna be
Give it a
so cool. I can
widescreen
already
look.
see some cool stuff happening.
Move on to the next step, and we'll look at framing the camera.
I'm so excited.
Right, let's frame the shot properly. Cameras only activate in play mode and test mode. But we can preview and edit the framing with a simple shortcut. Hover over the camera gadget, then hold L1 and press X. It's just like scoping in. We're now looking through the lens of the camera. But not just looking, we can also edit the camera's position just by using the normal movement controls. If your camera's a little wonky, it's no problem. It'll automatically level itself
That
out
was a
if
good
you
test.
move it with the left or right sticks. Isn't that clever? Position the camera with Connie and Cuthbert at either side of the frame for their confrontation. Here's another tip for editing cameras. You can use the up and down directional buttons to change the field of view.
I see that.
And you can still use the tweak menu while editing the camera, so you can see the effect of the changes you make. Once your shot is perfectly framed, use the shortcut L1 and circle to exit the camera. We've set the
This is gonna be
scene.
so
Now
awesome.
it's time for the drama to play out. Move on to the next step when you're ready to start telling the story.
How do I, like, curve the camera? I see. Perfect. That's gonna be cool.
The simplest way to show text on screen is to use a text displayer. Open the assembly menu and go to Gadgets. In the Movers and Outputs section, you'll find a handful of gadgets for displaying text and numbers. The icon for the text is on a screen. Select it with then unequip the gadget. Useless without text, so let's add some. Open the text displayer tweak menu with On the first page of the tweak menu is a box to enter text.
Not bye.
This is going to be Connie's opening
You're
line
dead,
of the
bye.
scene. Connie has come to Cuthbert. So make the line challenging and dramatic. I'll give you a moment to think about Connie's line.
You're dead, boy. I'm just gonna say that.
Once you've got something, you can move on to the next step.
What am I even changing here? What is the color of what? What is this? You're dead, boy. Look at this, Dad. You can add different fonts
Nice.
for your text. Yeah.
Can you change the color of the font?
Yeah.
Can you make it glow?
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
Give me that curvy one again. Where's that curvy one? You're dead, boy. Tail shape? Oh, you've been covering it this whole time, you butt? Couldn't even see what I was doing because of this stupid thing. Get out of the way. You're dead. I don't even know what that does. I like that. Ah! Ass. I need that. Hey! You can't even see it.
We now have a dramatic opening line, but it doesn't look very good yet. Text always displays middle left on the screen, but while the tweak menu is open, we can grab and move it with R2. By default, the text is pinned to the screen, no matter where the gadget is. You can resize the text with the up and down directional buttons. Move it to the right side of the screen so it's on the same side as Connie on camera. Now let's tweak how the text looks. The first page of the tweak menu has options for changing the appearance of the text. Let's see if there's a more appropriate font. Scroll through the list using the up and down directional buttons.
I'm trying to make him say you're dead, boy.
On page 2 of the tweak menu,
I got it. I got the
you can change
font.
how the box looks. Find the option for how about
I got it.
zigzag to make it look like Connie's shouting.
Zigzag?
A
Want me to
positional
make her
gizmo
shout?
appears with the tail, so you can change the length and direction of it. That looks about right. There's plenty more options for customizing the text displayer. Take a look through the rest of the menu and try them out.
What's this one? What does this one do?
On the text box properties page, you can make the box more rounded or change its color.
You're dead.
The border properties page lets you change the look of the border or get rid of it completely. You can add a fleck texture to the text box using the option on the texture properties page.
Jesus.
When you like how your text looks, close the tweak menu, then give it a test in play mode. Oh, something's not right here. Ah, my camera's too close to Connie, so when she's possessed, the view switches to the camera built into her controller sensor. I don't want to change the position of the camera, so it needs to be put on a timeline. When you're ready to continue, return to edit mode, rewind time with L3,
You're dead.
and start the next step.
Dead. DE dead. This isn't even my game yet. Hi, what's up, Zane? Yeah, this isn't my game. I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to make my game. They're all like, this looks fun!
This is so much fun. Look at this shit I've created over here. Oh my god.
The scene. The timeline is called
timeline?
Cutscene. It contains some more cameras and text
Somebody
displayers.
jumped in my head and made my
Take a
dreams
look
come
at the
true.
timeline canvas. You can open
Literally.
it with L1 and X. Ah, there's a nice little space here for your camera and text displayer to go.
Why is this here? I didn't ask for this view.
Grab your camera in the scene with R2 and drag it over onto the timeline.
Grab the
Don't worry about
camera?
messing up the shot. The camera gadget will snap to the timeline, but leave the gizmo in position. Now place Connie's text underneath the camera, so they're active at the same time.
No. Thanks, Fusion Parrot. I wouldn't have figured that out
The
without
time our
you.
camera and text displayer are visible is determined by their length on the timeline. So, if you want any text to display for longer,
You're a god,
just
dude.
scale it with the up directional button so that it fills more of the timeline.
I need you, man.
Or you can lengthen or shorten the clip by grabbing the trim handle on the end of the gadget
So
with
cool.
R2. The cameras and text displayers will stay in place in the scene, even if you move the timeline.
I hope so. I worked hard on that. Look at this little
just
dude.
yet, though, because it's powered off. To turn it on, just
wanna shoot
open
this
its
chick.
tweak menu with L1 and square.
We all need you.
Select the
No, I was
power
talking about
button at
you.
the bottom of the menu to activate it. Shall we take a look in play mode?
Wait. What did you do? Go back 10 seconds.
Miss the timeline just yet, though, because it's powered off. To turn it on, just open its tweak menu with L1 and square.
Oh.
Select the power button at the bottom of the menu to activate it. Shall we take a look in play mode?
You're dead, boy. It covers his face. I can't even read it. Hang on. That was horrible.
Wow,
But now I
that's
know.
a cliffhanger.
What a cliffhanger,
The performances were superb, but I think the cameras on the timeline could do with a director's touch. Return to edit mode, rewind
Let me do my
time,
job,
and start
lady.
the next step when you want to continue.
There we go. Put it right there. You won't even notice it. And then I'm getting rid of you. No.
We have an establishing camera and a dramatic opening line. Now we need to incorporate them into the rest of the scene.
I don't want
On
a snail.
Cuthbert's shed, you'll see there's the timeline surface snapped above the door.
You know what? You good for nothing?
The timeline is called Confrontation Cutscene. It contains some more cameras and text displayers. Take a look at the timeline.
How do I go back?
canvas. You can open it with L1.
I want to see that. I want to see that again. You're dead, boy.
Ah, there's a nice little space here for your camera.
Give me the
and
Connie
text
you got
display
out there. Come on, here y'all hollering.
Grab your camera.
You know what I want? You good for nothing, come on.
And drag it over onto the timeline. Don't worry.
She's still talking about how to change the level.
The camera gadget will snap to the timeline, but
That's
leave
my fault.
the gizmo
I didn't
in
turn
position.
it off.
Now place Connie's text underneath the camera, so they're active at the same time.
Shut up.
That was a great opening, but I think we can improve some of the
Focus
cameras.
distance. Now you're talking.
Make sure you have the timeline open. We don't need to be able to see it, but the cameras will be hidden if it's closed. Fly over to Cuthbert, and by having it open will mean we can use it at the same time as editing the camera, even though he's got his back to it. Focus distance. The higher the aperture, the more blurry Connie becomes. But if you increase the focus distance,
I didn't mean to do that.
she'll come back into focus. At
You're
high
a god
aperture,
now.
only the
I didn't
parts
even do
of the scene
anything.
that are near the camera's focus distance are sharp.
This isn't even impressive.
With a low aperture, even objects in the
I mean,
far
okay, it
distance
is
will be
impressive,
in
but I mean,
focus.
compared to what we'll do in the future,
This
this
effect is called depth
not
of field.
that much.
It's a nifty technique for drawing the eye of the viewer. We don't want to lose too much detail in the foreground though, so about 30% should be enough.
Okay, so we're gonna be editing it while we're in here, so focus distance. Let's change
Techniques
that.
like this can really help tell a story by directing the viewer's eye to the important parts of the scene. For some extra dramatic punch, you could create a keyframe animation to pull focus so it switches from Cuthbert to Connie. Take a look at how keyframes have been used on the timeline to create the dramatic zoom in on Connie with the third camera.
I'll be a super god. Oh, I don't know about
You
that.
can learn about keyframe animations in the Keyframes and Timelines tutorial. Look for it in the animation section of the...
Alright, we're rewinding
Please
all of
workshop.
this.
Move on to the next step when you're ready to get deeper with dialogue.
Deeper with dialogue, you say, eh? Oh, I need to rewind it. You're dead, boy! Let's see the focus. Ooh, let's make it not a cut one, because I don't like that. I don't like when it's a cut. Let's make it a smooth. It makes sense when it's a cut, but I want to just change it just because I want to change it. Crazy. Ease out. Let's see what smooth looks like. Let's see what that looks like. That was literally the exact same. What? Did it rewind what I did? No, it's smooth. What's the difference? You're dead, boy. Okay, let's see. Why is that crow just freaking out loud? How do you call that a transition? That doesn't change anything. What's the difference? Transition type. That's not changing anything. The cut, the smooth, crazy, that's literally all the exact same. What do you mean? Hide imps. I like that. Oh, you can make the cameras move like that. I need more cameras. I'll get more cameras when I want to get more cameras. Alright, let's get this lady back.
Text displayers are great for adding captions and titles, but
Didn't
for
you
more
already tell me this?
complicated conversations,
Am I redoing this?
we need a more powerful gadget. display. Some time and can be. Go to the. You can ask if you don't want a multiple choice response. Dialog properties
Prompt to
page.
skip.
It's for Connie. Boxes. Video control.
Well, nothing in my game you can skip, so I mean,
Need some more. The
I won't
rest
be
of the
needing that.
rest choices.
You can't skip my
Add your
cutscenes.
dialogues to the rest gadget.
Yeah.
So using
there you go.
microchips.
Yeah, I'm in control. I get to choose if you
There's one more
like
thing
skip
we
my
need to tip.
cutscene
And go to
that I
the
worked hard on.
Create a wire from dialog is ready to go. Logic to satisfying icon in the corner. All conclusions. Let's start with the win condition.
Ooh, what's this?
Pick one of the port will send a signal using a close prompt instead.
It's giving me like
We'll
different
use this port to
options for
activate
like.
the microchip.
Ooh.
Create a wire on the text finished port, then extend it over to the win microchip.
So you're
Connect
gonna
the
straight
wire
up
to the
kill this
microchip's
man in this
power port.
tutorial. If I did it
Now
properly.
do the same with the other 3 dialogue conclusions.
That was all of them. Cool. So it's telling me different text options on what to say and how to skip cutscenes. But both of those options aren't in my game. That was a waste. But I mean, it was nice. The only good side is that it taught me a little bit about cameras. Now that I know how to do it, it's not a problem. What if something played it already and doesn't want to see it again? What? Hamana? Controller sensor? I don't need that. How to videos. How to make a squeaky door. How to make a mossy rock. How to make a simple button. Blinky eyes. Magical effect. A waterfall? I might need to know how to do a waterfall. We'll see. How to make camera pointers. To make a forest. First person character. Yeah, I won't need a flappy mouth yet. Literally, the only thing that's going to be changing on my character is the eyes most of the game. That's about it. And his emotions. Start dreaming motion controllers. Cool. We learned pretty much everything that we need to learn. A part of me doesn't want to start... Actually, no, we didn't! Audio! Where's the audio? We need to learn how to make that sick music. Because this is something that I've been the most excited about. Making
When things
music.
don't sound the way they should, it can ruin the experience of playing. Don't worry, Cuthbert. The Dreamiverse contains heaps of ready-made sounds for us to use.
You crying over a
First,
maraca?
let's
That's the
switch over
first.
to play mode and see how it all sounds at the moment. Quiet, isn't it? Doesn't feel quite right. In fact, it's creeping me out. So let's head back into edit mode.
Screaming me. I love this guy.
Switch
What if
over to
someone
sound
played it
mode so we
already
can
and
start
doesn't
adding
want to
some
see
sounds.
the cutscenes
Find the
again?
modes menu. It's
Well, then they
inside
can
the
deal with
assembly
it.
menu. As you can see, there are lots of different modes. Each has
Okay,
its own
if you
set of
beat the
tools.
game and if you go into New Game Plus and if you want to skip cutscenes, I'll add a New Game Plus skip cutscenes option for those who want to go into New Game Plus. But on the first playthrough, no, you're not skipping anything.
For doing different things. We're
Lots.
currently in assembly mode.
Are you
If you
high,
select the speaker
Zane?
symbol icon with X, you'll switch to sound mode.
Switch to sound mode. Okay.
That-
Oh, I'm not even in edit
Better.
mode.
In the next step, we'll start adding sounds to the scene.
Wait a minute. Nope.
But
You go
the
back a second.
Dreamiverse. In fact, we're currently in assembly mode.
Ah, I see. Okay, cool.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is to start adding some background sounds. See the button with the magnifying glass in the sound menu? That's the search menu.
No.
Select it now to view the different types of sounds you can add. Now select the speaker button to search for sound effects. This is the Dreamiverse, where you can find all the wonderful stuff other
I
dreamers
said I
have
wanted
made.
music.
I've already set aside a collection of sound effects for you in here. That's what this collection is. It's bursting with different sound effects for you to play with. Select it with X to open it.
Oh my god. Clicks
arranged the
music
sound effects
also
into groups
gets
for you.
fire.
To get a proper overview, use the right stick
It's
to
not
zoom
music.
in and out of the collection.
That's just flames.
This group of sound effects are background sounds. You can hear a preview of each sound by hovering over them with your imp. Find something that fits the dreamy atmosphere of the scene. I rather like dreamy space.
You get just gas in your ear.
When you've found a sound you like, select it with X. Now, that's better. More sound effects. It doesn't matter where you put it, because background sounds can be heard everywhere in a scene.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Now
everywhere,
let's
dude.
start
Can you get
time
out of
with
my face?
R3 and see how it all sounds.
See how it all sounds.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's better.
Uh,
Notice how much more alive the scene feels with
it is
just
more
that one
alive, yeah.
sound. Imagine how it will feel
Oh,
with even
man.
more sound effects. But there's no need to imagine it. You can start adding more now to create a layered and unique ambience. If you want to replace a sound effect, just stamp a different one over it.
Huh?
When you've got these sounds in just how
can't
you
even
want
hear
them,
him.
rewind time with L3 and move on to the next step.
Okay, dude.
Background sounds really help to create an immersive atmosphere.
Oh, okay.
But to add sound to a specific object in the scene, you need to use what we call a spot sound. Let's try it out on the fire between the platforms. I'm sure we can find some fire sound effects in the collection. Let's take a look.
No, I can't hear any fire, dude. I can't hear
Select search
anything.
sound effects from the sound menu. As we open
Oh, you
the
want more
tutorial
sound
collection
effects?
in the last
Okay.
step, it's still open when we come back to the Dreamiverse. Isn't that handy?
Isn't that handy? It's not what I clicked at all.
Ah, just what we need. Some fire sound effects.
Some fire sound
Have a listen
effects.
to some of the fire sounds and pick one you like. Once you've selected it, your imp will be equipped with a spot sound effect. See those
Where the hell
rings
did you
coming off
go?
the gadget? That's the sound's fade zone. The rings show you how the sound fades away as you move further from the source. Let's stamp that sound between the first two platforms. Put it above the fire and see what happens.
I can't even hear the tutorial, dude, because I was just made out of hearing. He's like, isn't that soothing? And all yours.
You'll notice the sound gets louder the closer you get. Almost feel that fire. As you move away, the sound gets quieter, until eventually you can't hear it.
Oh, yeah?
Press the circle button now to deselect the sound effect. Then click L3
That sounds perfect.
move on to the next step. Things haven't been that tricky for Connie so far. But the next step looks a bit
Wait, what if I just do this?
Let's fly over to that floating platform using the left and right sticks and get a closer look at it. Looks like there's a trigger zone attached to it. Why don't we switch over to play mode and see what it does? Well, will you look at that? It lights up the platform when Connie steps on it. Lovely.
How do I add more music? Is this the only music I can add?
If it made a sound as well. So let's switch back to edit mode and make that happen. I've got a feeling you can find something in the tutorial collection to use here. Go to the assembly menu and go back into sound mode. Now go
Can I
to
add
search
reverb to
and
everything?
select search sound effects. Over here, some energy sounds. Have a listen to it. Give the sound effects to your laptop. I quite like the sound of trees. See which one you like and select the effect. Now it's time to stamp it in the scene somewhere near the front. In the next step, I'll show you how to trigger the sound effect.
Huh?
As you go in the scene, background and spot sounds will take control. We want the sound to be triggered without problem. After that is happened, we need to connect the sound effect to the same trigger button that activates the flow. Moving closer to the camera using the left and right stick. Take a good look at the trigger button. Do
I'm
you
gonna
see
end
the
up
output
killing everybody
port?
before they even get a
Let's do
chance
that
to
by
get to the
how-
end.
When you're ready, switch back to edit mode and start the next step.
Damn it.
Oh, I just realized something. She must remember to the sound. Linda would make a fine. Looks like.
Hang on.
Now select platform. Platform. Why not add a sound? Looks like appropriate in platform. I think
I don't want you to keep saying platform.
triggers a detected sound effect. It's attached to. So much better. That sound effect really makes a difference. There's even more you can do. See if you can add some sounds of water between the platforms. There might be some water sounds in the tutorial section. Experiment with the different effects as much as you like and see what you can.
Hellfire! Hellfire!
Finish
Okay.
this tutorial.
I can't hear you. How am I supposed to finish the tutorial if I can't even hear you, man? What?
This tutorial is all about making music.
Woo!
Music can make your creations come alive, adding emotion and atmosphere. In Dreams, you can compose whole tracks from scratch and even make your own instruments. But you don't need to be a maestro to start making your own music. I'll show
This
you
is
how
awesome.
to create an arrangement using ready-made music clips. So let's begin.
So cool.
To start making music, we need to switch over to sound mode.
Shut up,
Right now,
Smurf.
you're in assembly mode.
La 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 la
If
la
you're
la.
ever unsure of what mode you're in, just hover over the icon in the top left corner to see your current mode and tool.
Assembly
Go to
mode.
the assembly menu and open
Uh-huh.
the modes menu with X.
Uh-huh.
The modes menu is where you access all the different creation modes. Each mode has its own set of tools and options.
Is this like a beginner
The
thing?
button for sound mode has a speaker
What?
symbol on it.
It's like going really
Select it
slowly for
with
like the
X.
sound and where to find stuff. I'm like, is it gonna be
Now
that
you have
easy
a
to
new
make
menu
music?
at the top of the screen.
I think it's gonna be
This is the
one of your
sound
strong
menu.
points in this.
It contains everything you need to make your own music.
Especially because
In the scene, you'll see a timeline gadget.
music.
In the next step, I'll show you how to edit it.
Oh my lord.
Music in Dreams is arranged in timeline you heard at the start of this tutorial. Hover your imp over the timeline, hold L1 and press X to open it.
Nostalgia
It's
bells.
just like scoping into a group. This is the timeline canvas. The canvas exists within scene space.
I'm gonna try this.
So if
I'm
you
gonna
pull
buy
down on the
giant-
left stick, you'll back away from it. Hold the L1 button and use the left stick to move up and down the timeline. This
Okay.
is the best way to navigate
How do I
around
play it, though?
timelines,
I wanna hear
especially
it.
when they're big. This piece of music is called Connie's theme. To listen to it, just start time by clicking R3.
Woo!
See how the piece is composed of many music clips. The clips power on and off as the playhead passes
Sounds
over.
like an overexcited Yoda.
Click R3 again to pause time. Each music clip is a collection of notes made by an instrument.
Huh?
You can grab them and move them around with your imp. If you want to delete a music clip, hover over it and press the triangle button.
Like that.
Clips can also be cloned by holding L1 when you grab them. You can extend the timeline by hovering over one of its edges and holding X. The edge glows and an arrow icon appears. You can also extend the bottom if you need space for more clips.
It's gonna ruin
Once
this
you've
entire
finished
song.
listening to the piece, click L3 to rewind time. You can find all sorts of different music by searching the Dreamiverse. To add music to one of your scenes, you could simply stamp a ready-made timeline, like this one.
It sounds great, but just
But
wait.
in this
It's gonna
tutorial,
ruin you.
You'll learn how to assemble your own track from ready-made music clips. Move on to the next step and we'll get started.
Why does it still sound good? Why did I just make this song sound better on accident? I tried to ruin it. What? That sounded so much better. What if I do this? Okay, it's starting to sound a little bit worse. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of these because I don't like these. I think those are stupid. Just place that right there. See what that's like. Cool. And then we're gonna just stretch that out a little bit. That sounds worse. Okay, cool. We messed it up. Finally. What if we just added all these? Only do this. What about that? It sounds like a bunch of ding-dong ditchers. That's garbage. Get rid of all of it. Cool.
So, let's start making music. It's actually a lot easier than you might think.
That's what I was thinking.
Close the timeline by selecting the cross button in the top right corner. Or hover over it, hold L1 and press circle to close it. Now delete the timeline by hovering over it with your imp and pressing triangle.
Get out of here, piece of trash.
Let's add a new music timeline to the scene.
Cool.
Press square
Let's get some
to open the
strings.
sound menu. Select the music timeline button in the menu, then stamp one in the scene with R2 or X.
Amazing.
Press circle to unequip the timeline gadget from your imp. Open up the timeline canvas with L1 and X. This timeline is empty, ready to be filled with music. The columns on the timeline represent musical bars.
Oh, really?
This timeline is 8 bars long.
I want to make a
We'll
long
need
song.
more space than that, so hover over the right edge and grab it with X. Extend the timeline to 16 bars.
No, I'm using
Now,
84.
let's add a music clip to the timeline. Press square to open the sound menu.
It's like a 2-minute long
Find
song.
the search button
Perfect.
and select it with X. Its icon is the magnifying glass. When you search in sound mode, there are 4 options for finding different sounds. Select Search Music Clips with X. This is the Dreamiverse. Here you can find music made by other dream shapers. Well, usually you can, but for this tutorial, I've made a collection of elements for you to use.
Oh, you're not
That's
gonna let
what
me
this
use everything,
cluster
you
is.
dick.
Select it with X to open it.
I've selected a certain amount of instruments you can use.
It
I hate
contains a
you.
selection of music clips, which you can use to build your own arrangements.
Yep, I know you hate autocorrect, Zane.
Use
You
the
don't need
right
to say
stick
it
to
over and over
zoom
again.
in and out, and the left stick to move around. I've grouped the clips into different categories.
I hate you.
Let's start with a basic melody.
Why?
That's this group of clips. Hover over the clips to hear a preview of how they sound. Find one that you like, then select it with X to equip it to your imp. I'm using the clip Nostalgia Bells.
No, not using that.
Your imp will now be holding a gadget containing your selected clip. If you hover over the timeline, the gadget should snap to the canvas and reveal the whole clip. Place the clip at the start of the timeline and stamp it with R2 or X. Clips on a timeline will snap to the bars and to other clips. This will help you line them up. Click R3 to listen to the timeline. In the next step, we'll build up the track with some more clips. Click L3 to rewind time.
Okay.
Let's build on the melody by adding some chords. Go to the sound menu and select Search Music Clips again.
Why?
Over here are some chord clips.
I don't want
Hover
that.
over the clips to preview them, then select one with X. I'm going with Suspended Pad, but you can make your own choice. Stamp your clip onto a new row of the timeline and snap it to the start. Click R3 to listen and notice how the clips play together in time. Click L3 to rewind. Now let's add some drums. Go back to the sound menu and select Search Music Clips. Find the drum clips in the collection. A drum beat can really change the feel of a track. I love these samba practice drums. Pick a drum clip you like, then stamp it onto the
What I'm trying to
timeline
do.
under the melody and chords. Now click R3 to listen to how it sounds. All the clips in the collection are in the same time and key, so you can mix and match them easily. Click L3 to rewind. In the next step, I'll show you how to edit the length of your clips and how to add fades.
Ooh, this is actually going to be a lot simpler than I thought. Okay, let's hear it like that. That doesn't work. That sounds gross. Why are you asking how's it going? same. I'm just editing. Awesome. We're gonna add more music right there.
Oh my god.
That's off note. That was gross. That was... Oh! We can't have one faster than the other. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, these chickens are awesome.
Sorry if I'm really quiet. I'm like, I'm in love with the music. Okay, let's do like a subtle change at the end. With like the sound.
Oh my god, this is so amazing. I'm geeking over here. Love it.
Right there, I think there should be something that's added. Oh, this is so cool!
I can't wait to hear it.
Perfect.
This character's gonna go fucking crazy when I set her up. I could... Oh, yes. Oh, that's awesome. She takes full damage and she can jump really high. Wow. What? I'm just having so much fun with just the tutorial and shit. Oh my god. Alright, let's make an obstacle course for this little one.
What's that sound like? It's probably gonna sound gross. Nope, that's off tune. What does that sound? That's probably going to sound stretched. Yuck. Electric funk based rift. Let's try to get that one back in here. I think that's a nice ending. Alright, you want to hear it?
Yeah. Oh, not too loud, is it?
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Okay. Okay.
I like that. I like that. That word. She can slide across rocks like it's ice.
That was over it. Or what I was given, at least.
No, that was awesome.
Now I'm gonna try to go into an actual level and mess with that stuff. But I do want to see what the level's gonna try to tell me. Let's save that. Why not? I'm gonna save that song. Alright. Next step.
When you hover over a clip on the timeline,
You'll
you'll see
dotted
dotted
lines.
lines light up at the start and at the end of the clip. Move closer to the timeline so you can see them properly. These are trim handles. We can use them to change the length of a clip. Hover over the handle on the end of the drum clip, then hold R2 to grab it. These clips are loops, so you can extend the clip beyond its original length. All the clips in the collection can be extended in this way. Trim handles are really useful for arranging and remixing. They let you use just a section of a clip, right clip, right to create a fade. For a longer fade.
You can create fades! Oh my god, I didn't even know that.
Now, to make the track play constantly in the scene, we need this in square once was when it while it menu it'll go up in the
Dude, oh my god. Music. Strings. I want to look up strings. I want to make a composure. Did you just vaporize her?
Yeah. I was breaking it down to the molecular structure where I was quite literally looking at the joints in the arm and the spine and all that shit. Like, she was just this.
It's not the right bye, but bye. Hi. No. I want that out of my face. How do I make it go? But how do I activate it? I want to know how to record it so I can keep it. You don't have to stay, Zane. Are you excited for the 3-day weekend? Yeah, I'm so happy that Monday's not going to be here. Well, Monday's not going to be a school day is what I meant. Yeah, there's no Monday. It's right on the line. It's so close. Just get right over there. Perfect. Ban Monday. Yeah, do ban Monday, though. Alright, where's that one instrument that I deleted? I need that. I need that back. Okay. And then... Nope. Bring that back. Okay, I got like a basic idea of like what it's gonna be. And then for right there, we're gonna add this one again. Because this could be as far as I want it to be. Just a little bit longer than the original. And then we could go to bed then. Go sleep then. Sad strings. Sad violin. Damn. Violin. What the hell?
Oh, damn it. You can readjust the freaking joints down to their toes almost. I want to hear that one. That was cool. It's like a butterfly.
Jesus, that one was cool.
I should have been done with this already, but I'm having too much fun with this.
Same here.
What is this? I fell in a weird crack. What the fuck is this? It's a fucking hole. Jeez, sliding over every. Okay, now I know how they made Spider-Man. I gotta figure out how to do the button configurations, like how to make it do the certain buttons. Oh, I have to be really careful with this. Wow, that's so insane. Okay, yeah, that reconfirms everything else that I was wanting to do. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get other soldiers so I can get to it. Because if I build this level, I'm just gonna keep going. I can beat the game just right now for this. Wow. I didn't have to build anything, I just jumped up there.
This one just sounds ominous.
Good starter for a horror scene and stuff. Level exit logic? What the fuck? How do I finish?
I like that one.
I do too.
Ooh. I'll get rid of all of it. Boop.
Okay, so
Let's
how
try to
do
make
I-
a
how do I
cheerful
finish?
one
What do I
this
do?
time.
Okay. Select, search, family, social, oh, damn it. I still have to do all that. Oops. Whoa.
What?
I just grabbed onto her and I flew around like a superhero.
It's gonna be weird. What about the piano? Hmm.
It's like every time I look at the boat toy, my brother was just so like, look at that rock. I made it look like it's like in the sandstorm almost.
Huh. If I could only, like, edit those, that'd be nice.
Oh, yes.
Hmm. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a slow paced part of the song. Damn it. That's gonna be hard. Damn it. Maybe this instrument isn't working. Alright, let's get a new instrument. I'm done messing with that one. I was trying to set a tone, but I couldn't. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what this one's like. It's gonna take me a while to figure out like how to do this. Hmm.
Huh. I can see definitely how you can make your own puck of water. What happened?
Just messing around with it. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Whoa, no, I didn't want to do that.
This is so cool. Look at, we got this giant twinkling cave looks like an eye right at the starting point. Yeah, see? Fog, boiling. Yeah, I made that pillar there. I can't figure out how to get the floor to go down though. This death floor, I don't know how to get rid of it. It's the one thing that's bugging me the most. Wait, no, I'm supposed to just finish this mission. What am I doing? God, such a game. There's the end point over there. Okay.
I don't even understand the instruments yet. there's so much from the music that I gotta learn.
You will. Slap stuff together and see what happens. That's the best way to do it.
Interesting. So what if I do... Wait a minute. What about this one? What's this one? Okay, those are just like... Those are nasty. Nah, I messed it up. I like that you have to kind of remember what, like, the notes in some way. is that? What is that stupid timer? What is that? I hate that. Move that away if that's like what it's gonna do.
What the tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, get
That's-
away.
Yeah, that's just it helps you keep beat.
Oh, that drives me nuts. Damn it. I don't like that. I don't like the ending. The beginning was nice. Is that gonna tick? Nope. Get out of here. Okay. I want to do a test of what her song could be. No. Be gone. Man, this is gonna drive me nuts. God damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Hello. What's up, dude? I didn't get the notification of the stream. Weren't you in the stream? Weren't you in the stream for the longest time? Or was it someone else? Hang on, no. Stop this. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with, like, left. Yes, it is. And I'm gonna be making my game in this. I'm just trying to figure out the basics for, like, music right now. Damn it. I cannot figure out what I'm gonna do with triangle. Listen to that. And listen to right D-pad too. I guess that could be the ending of the song. But what am I gonna... Ending of the song. Left D-pad. XX circle down. XX circle down. What am I gonna do next? Nope. These both start relatively the same. I guess I won't use these two. When will you stream near, by the way? Oh! Why was I thinking you were someone else? I thought you were a little bass bomb. Sorry, Silence. Yeah, this is Dream. My bad. I'm just gonna do basics then. Hang on. Yes. Ah, I did it too slowly. I gotta hurry up before that thing comes along, because if that thing comes along, it's just gonna ruin the entire beat. Because listen what happens when it's close to me. Listen to this, it's disgusting. Just wait. I know it's supposed to keep me with the beat, but I just hate that. It drives me insane. Yuck. What am I gonna do with these buttons? Square can lead into what? I guess I just won't use these two at all. I guess I'll just make a repetitive melody for this one character. This isn't even the final song. I'm just messing around with the... It's just a test.
Having fun.
I'm having fun. Sorry. Is that all the way back there? Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna finish this one up. What? Why did you stop? There we go. Damn it, I ruined it because I looked at chat. Yes, it is. It is. But I want to get kind of somewhat of a song for this character. Wish this would speed up though. I'm gonna stretch this out so far that it's not even gonna catch me. Because every single time I get close to finishing it, that stupid thing... End this. Go away! I don't care how long it takes, go away! I don't want you bothering me while I do this. It's a short song. It's a short song! Literally with the same notes! Ah! No! Oh my god, I have to hold it down while doing that. Oh my god! It was so close to being done. Every single time it's so close to being done, I mess it up.
Same trouble too, but
Yeah, but that you can edit that. I can't really edit this. I just have to start over. From what I know, at least. Messing. Hang on. Oh, I could do square, then right, and then I could do... Let's try that. Come on. Did that save any of that? Did that, like, save any of that? Here, I'm gonna finish my homework. I'm gonna be mad if none of that recorded. Awesome. That recorded nothing. Well, I got it on video, so... I could just save it like that and then come back to it later. Oh. How long will you be streaming this? I was actually right about to say that I was about to head to bed. It's 1:16 a.m. It's 1:16 a.m. here.
I'll get to that freaking thing down there eventually. Oh my god, I'm so much fun with this.
Yeah. Yep. No. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right now. I've been streaming this for more than 3 hours, actually, because I had to stop the stream. Because, some errors, and my game crashed, so that's another reason. But I'm gonna be streaming this also all day, tomorrow, probably after that, and then Monday as well, with Estelle, and we're gonna work together on this. Because we can do this. It's here. The opportunity's here, so we're gonna take it. Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining the stream, whoever's in the stream, both of you. And then, wait, we gotta get one more comment. Someone give me a comment. We gotta end the stream on 69 comments. One more comment. One more. One more little comment is all we need. Guten Tag. Perfect, let's end it on that. Alright, bye!